Hi, I'm Chris Hughes. I'm the founder and director of this model ecology centre, Casita Verde. I'm also the main coordinator for Greenheart in Ibiza. Since a very small child, I've been very concerned about garbage in the environment. I came here in 1985 when I was working in the Merchant Navy. We had the same problems here as I've been looking at in the rest of the world. So I started off cleaning beaches and I founded the Casita Verde in 1993. I went on to found, it's called Ibiza Ecologic, back in 1996. And it's then when I started building with bottles and cans. Basically, the idea is to making the kind of world where we'd all like to live. We could use this island of Ibiza as the perfect example of sustainable lifestyle technique, not only just for tourism, but for just living anywhere. I've seen lots of things that we could apply to anybody's farm, anybody's apartment building, or your little townhouse as well. This is a place where you can actually see these lifestyle techniques in action and have that sensation that, you know, you can do it as well. You know, nature doesn't throw anything away. The waste product from one organism is the food for another organism. So what we've been doing is gathering loads of stuff out of the local garbage. We get given stuff. This looks like a brand new chair from the shop, but it isn't. It was thrown away because all the wood was broken and everything, and we've completely refurbished it. Now it looks like brand new. This is one that started life just as an asbestos roof. It's made basically with old beer bottles stuck together with a mixture of building plaster and local red earth. And on the outside it's covered with sand, lime and colouring to make it this beautiful texture on the outside. We've got one of these rocket stoves. They use very little wood and produce a lot of heat. The gases that this produces in the combustion chamber, they go through this big fat tube which heats up this seat which is full of rocks. And then when the fire goes out at night, all the heat comes out. We've got a nice double bed over here and we've got a little office space over here. We've got some OSB board which is compressed waste wood, and above there we've got some yak wool which we were given from a yurt. I got all these ideas, by the way, from a visit to the United States when I went to meet Michael Reynolds, the inventor of the earth ships. I started building things in a very similar style over here. Let's go inside again and have a look at our media office. Up here on the ceiling we have a 3.5 metre satellite antenna, a bus shelter roof, a front window from a Renault 4, and we've got a washing machine door as another window idea. You can see the floors here, two different styles. This has been made from broken tiles. The guy who built this is obviously a Gaudi fan. This is a German couple. It's a yin-yang symbol built on the floor here. So I put a little sign on here, this is for having a pee. A big mixing bowl here that I got from the garbage, made some holes in the bottom. It sits on top of a funnel and it goes and fertilises the trees. This is the first eco toilet that I made back in 1996 out of beer tins. And it's got a satellite antenna on the top as a roof to collect the rainwater, which goes into this tank here. There's enough water in here to wash our hands all through the summer. And it's going off to water those lemon trees. There's two deposits underneath the floor here, both 1 cubic metre. And when it's full, we simply move the toilet seat and put it at the other side here. And we put this piece of concrete in there, and then we've got another 4 months over here. This one's a bit bigger, so you can get a wheelchair in here. This one we built out of bricks, and we made the bricks with adobe. 60% sand, 40% red earth, and some straw. The bricks are stuck together with the adobe without the straw in it. I've used a Coca-Cola kiosk roof, and I put a fiberglass channel around the outside to collect the water. You have pipes coming out from the bottom chamber to take the gases out. If you extend them 1.5 metres up and you paint them matte black, when the sun shines on there, it draws all the gases out from the bottom chamber. Okay, so you come here with a wheelbarrow, you take out the pieces of wood, you take out the compost, then we distribute it around the farm. We don't use this for the food gardens. Better we, on the safe side, just put it on ornamental plants and on the bottom of fruit trees. We've also got a wind generator here. These are actually assortments of panels from different friends of mine who have given me them over the years. These used to cost an absolute fortune. Now you can buy a 320 watt panel for about 150 euros. The easiest way is just lay them flat on the roof. You can't see them, not disturbing anybody, and probably works just as well. In Spain especially, you can't even build a new house without having solar hot water heater for domestic hot water. You can save more than 80% on your domestic hot water bill by installing one of these devices. So this is the shower and washing machine area. A 2 square metre solar panel from the roof of a hotel. It's connected to an old electrical water heater. Used shower here. Then it's going into a papyrus grass filter at the other side of the wall here, together with the washing machine water. It gets filtered there, oxygen's added to it. It then goes to a mint farm and goes on down to a tipper box distribution system. It's made out of a couple of speedboat fuel tanks, one inside the other. Water comes through here, it fills up this tray, and the tray just tips up when it's full, and all the water goes out at the bottom in a wave. There's 14 pipes going out of the bottom of the box, one to each of the garden plots there. The garden's on a bit of a slope there, so the water runs along the bottom. It's got a plastic lining. The water then is absorbed up towards the roots of the plants instead of the other way around, putting it on the top and going down. We're coming from the bottom, coming up. What do you do with old CDs? I mean, they're scratched and everything. They just flash in the light and then it frightens the birds away. When the council asphalted this road in 1999, they made a channel so that the water that fell on the forest didn't go onto the road. So we just kind of extended the pavement, made a big 2 cubic metre tank here. The water then goes from here over to another settling tank over there to the main tank here, which is 80,000 litres. In the summertime we just keep a little bit of water in it in case somebody leaves a tap on one day or pipe falls off and we lose the whole thing. This is what the fire department use actually to keep the water in to put fires out in the forest, so we just got the idea from them. When we run out of water in the summertime, we order a truck of water, puts the back end of the truck in here, puts the pipe into there, and bingo, we go straight into the main tank without wasting a drop. This is where they used to cook rocks to make lime. We just put a roof on it, put a bed in here, put some stairs going up, some stairs going down, and made it into a duplex. Every accommodation here is very different. Some people like somewhere really quiet, like a tomb, other ones like a womb. So I like them to be comfortable, so I just put the people in the place that fits them. This is the Treehouse. It's one of my favourite places to sit down actually on a Sunday on my tour. This house was built in 1998. You could take it away in half a day and there'd be nothing here. That's the great thing. This is a temporary building. Some lamps I made a few years ago, coconut shell, some sabina. Mainly a summertime house where you can use it from the middle of March till November time. It's a live tree coming through the house, so it's very difficult to seal it because of course it's growing. It doesn't move at all with the wind or anything. Totally protected by the tree. The carob trees, as they have very deep roots, they're not affected at all by the presence of this house covering so many metres. They still produce the same amount of fruit and it looks very healthy, so you could put one of these houses under every carob tree on the island, and this is probably where the tourists would like to live, because you know they'd much rather stay in one of these than in a concrete box. This was a 350 litre electric water heater. It's been converted into a cooker, a barrel oven. This one's made with a 200 litre oil barrel. We made this with brick. This is the blocks we made, covered with the same stuff on the outside. Another satellite antenna on the top. Put the wood in here and you take the ash out at the bottom. This one is built on a pallet that was for carrying gas bottles. This actually is not an illegal construction either because it's not connected to the floor. You can pick it up with a forklift truck or a helicopter. Floor space here, you can dance on here. We take these picnic tables out. We have another rocket stove at the end there, you can see. That's a portable one. This is it's a portable solar system. You have 2 big batteries here, charge controller and a DC to AC converter. You can pick it up and put it in the back of the car. Between 4 guys it's not heavy at all. It just drives all the lights and the music equipment inside the cave here. Here's a little kind of dining area in this corner. In the summertime I run a dehumidifying device in here all the time. In the wintertime we have a stove of course to heat it up. There's a shaft. We've cut it up at the top so that there's a circulation of air. Stalactites, you see, they're more than 6 million years old. Tiled floor here where we can dance. It's great in here to have parties, you get about 15 people dancing. It's our tiny house made almost completely out of old pallets. Even the wheels are made out of pallets. And what we do with pallets is we cut out the piece that we want, glue it and screw it together, and we burn the rest of the pallet. We haven't bought any wood since we started building this project. It's not finished yet. We're going to have eco toilet, eco shower, all the features of Casita Verde and more in a very small space. For those people who have a plane to catch, the solar system more or less installed, the shower area, eco toilet. Here will be the bedroom, the kitchen area here with a rocket stove, patio. We can cover it up in the winter time. Do Sabina trees as our support as well at this end. It's going to be an amazing tiny house example. In the end, we're all going to have to live in these kind of places. because basically that's the bottom line. We can't all live in separate houses having a washing machine and a cooker and a shower and a thing. And where's the end line? I mean, is there one? We're part of an ecosystem here. We're part of a complete unit called Planet Earth. We have a part to play. Think about where your trousers come from. Think about where your food comes from. Think about where your washing liquid is coming from and where's it going. All these little tiny things made by the number of people that make those changes, all added up makes a massive change on the planet. And that's what we're looking for. That's what we need.